Okay, so we have a full body workout today, a little heavy on the core, but that's okay. So we're gonna get warmed up first. So 10 jumping jacks, whether it's 10 high impact or 10 low impact, you choose. Once you have done 10 jumping jacks, we're gonna alternate 10 front lunges. Keep the lunge nice and small. We just wanna get those hips, knees, ankles warmed up, ready to rock and roll for the workout. 10 total, so 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Still keeping that tall posture, still keeping that core engaged. Once you have done 10, we're gonna alternate, we're not gonna alternate, we're gonna do leg swings front and back. We're gonna do 10 on the left leg, 10 on the right leg. Feel free to hold on to something for balance if you need to. Find a focal point for the eyes that will help keep that core nice and tight. And just swing the arms with the leg. 10 on each side. And once you have done your 10 leg swings on each side, we're gonna come down onto the floor, high plank or push-up position. So we're on our hands, we're on our toes. We're gonna step 1 foot wide to the same hand, which is a spider climb. And then take that same hand and rotate it up towards your ceiling, so that's the rotation. So high plank, step foot nice and wide, open up towards the ceiling, set that foot back, same thing other side. 10 total, so 5 on each side. Eyes follow that hand, take an extra second or two to really open up through that shoulder, chest, and the hip. Once you have done your 10, stay down in the plank position, and we'll finish off with 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So you choose if you want to jump or step the feet out to the side. Either way, you have 10. Once you have done 10, come on up. Grab 2 dumbbells that you can press overhead. Make sure you've got some water close by as well. So we're going to start with a squat and press. And what's going to happen on each round is I'm going to change up the pressing movement. So 2 dumbbells for me. 1, 2. So we're going to stay with each move for 4 rounds. And it's within these 4 rounds that I'm going to make little tweaks as we go. 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 4 rounds per move. We got 9 moves, so fingers crossed we can get through them all. You guys ready? Here we go. Hands are up, palms are out. So we're gonna squat and press. Eyes up, chest up. We're gonna sit those hips back into the squat, keeping that core tight, eyes straight ahead, getting biceps to ears as we press overhead. Good. About 5 seconds left. We're gonna change the overhead press into an Arnold press. So now we're gonna keep the weights in front of the collarbone with the palms facing. We're gonna squat, 1 Arnold press. All right, weights come up, hands in front. 1 squat, 1 Arnold. Still keeping that tall posture with the squat as you sit. Core nice and tight. Sitting those hips back onto the heels. Push the floor away with those feet. Squeezing that butt on the way up. Getting those biceps to ears. You got it. 3 seconds. Nice. All right. Round 3. This is not 3, this is 2. Squat, 1 arm, 1 arm. Here we go. We're going to alternate it. Grab a seat. 1 press, 1 press. Good. Grab a seat. Still getting that bicep to ear as you press overhead. Keeping those eyes up. And settling a little bit deeper if you can into those squats now that you're getting more warmed up. Good. We have about 5 seconds left here. We have 1 more round and then we get to move on. Good. Woo. All right, so we're gonna actually go back to the very first one that we did. Squat with a double press. You guys ready? Here we go, hands up. 1 squat, One squat, one press. Nice. Keeping those eyes up, core nice and tight. Sit those hips back. Squeeze that butt on the way up. 10 more seconds. We're down on the floor. One dumbbell, and we are going to do a sit-up where we bring the weight from behind the head to between the feet. So grab a seat, lie down, straight legs easier, bent legs harder, weight is behind the head. You're going to use the abs to sit up, bring the weight between the feet, roll back down under control. Keeping those arms as straight as you can through the whole range, driving that belly button down into the floor, making sure that you're using the abs to sit up and that you're not swinging yourself up with that dumbbell. Good, 5 seconds. We're gonna change it up. Perfect. Hands come up. We're gonna still drive that belly button down. We're gonna sit up, reach for the ceiling, roll back down. Still focusing on those abdominals to lift the shoulders, sitting it up as high as you can. Control on the way up, control on the way down. Keeping those arms as straight as you can above the chest. Don't worry about your speed. Focus on what those abs are doing. 3 more seconds. You got it. Bring the weight down. We're gonna keep it right at the chest. From here, we're gonna sit up, keeping the weight nice and close to the body. Here we go. Remember, to make it a little easier, straighten those legs out. If you want more of a challenge, bend those knees in. Still driving that belly button into the spine. Use those abdominals to sit yourself up. Now you can totally do this one body weight, just cross the arms over the chest. And just set the weight off to the side. 5 more seconds, 1 more round. Nice. All right, back to the very first version. Weight behind the head, we're gonna sit it up, bring it between the feet. Keeping those arms as straight as you can. Driving that belly button down into the mat and using those abs to lift the shoulders and to sit up. Do not swing yourself up with those weights. Make those abdominals do all the work. And when the timer goes, we stay down. We're gonna start with a Russian twist for the next move. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Stay down. Russian twist. Feet on the floor easier, feet off the floor harder. All right. Lean it back. Tuck that belly button in. Bring that weight from hip to hip or side to side. You got it. Nice work. You can always do the Russian twist body weight as well. Just make a fist with the hands. And if you find that your lower back starts to hurt, I want you to put your feet down or sit up higher in your position. So you got some options. In 3, 2. Perfect. Now we're sticking with the Russian twist, but we're gonna slow it down. So we're gonna come across, hold, and then twist and hold. Here we go. So hold, 1, 2, switch. Hold, 1, 2, switch. Hold, 1, 2, switch. Hold, 1, 2. Yes, you got it. You good? 10 seconds, come on. 2, 3, switch, hold, 3, nice, hold, switch, hold, perfect. Set that weight off. We're gonna do a one-sided bicycle. We're gonna do one straight leg, one bent leg. You ready? One straight, one bent. Stay all on one side. One straight, one bent. Good. Using those abdominals to lift the shoulder up and over to the opposite leg. Seeing if you can get the knee to elbow to touch. We're getting it as close as you can. 5 more seconds on this side and then you switch. it overhead. Same side. Clean it up. Press it overhead. As you clean, zip up that coat. Get that bicep to ear as you press. Eyes are up. Don't look down at the feet. Keeping that core nice and tight. Weight nice and close to the body. 5 more seconds on this side. Then we switch. Perfect. Same thing, other side. And then if you want on round 2, you can make a weight adjustment heavier or lighter. Here we go. Sit it up. And then press. Sit those hips back for the squat. Use that momentum of standing up to clean or zip up that coat, getting that bicep to ear. Good. Keep your eyes up, don't look down at your feet. We got 10 seconds left, and we're gonna do each side one more time. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, you're gonna go up and wait. Can you? Back to that first side. Here we go. Clean it up. Press it overhead. Good. Clean. And press. Don't worry about your speed. Focus on your form. Keeping that core tight, sitting those hips back. And eyes are up. 10 more seconds. We'll do the other side, and then we get to move on. Good, good, good. In 4, 3, 2. Nice work. All right, one more side, and then we're back down on the floor in a side plank position with one dumbbell if you can. Here we go. Clean it up. Press it overhead. Do that quick little posture check. Core is tight. Eyes are up on a focal point. We're sitting those hips back onto the heels as we squat. Keeping that weight close to the body. Getting that bicep to ear. 10 more seconds. We're gonna do side plank, row, and press. So I need one dumbbell that you can get overhead. Good. You can do this move 100% body weight as well. So pick a side, left or right, side plank. Modified or full from this position. Row and press to 12 o'clock. Set it down. Row and press. Good. Modified. Bottom leg is bent. Row and press. And like I said, you can do this 100% body weight. You do not need to add weight if you don't want to. We have 5 seconds left. Woo. Good. Stay on the same side. Do not drop and roll. Stay here. We're going to do 2 rounds on one side, 2 rounds on the other. You ready? Pop it up. Row, press. And make sure we're moving from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Keeping that weight close to the body as you do the row. Abs nice and tight. Hips are up as high as you can. Nice. Good. 10 more seconds. Then we get to drop and roll. We'll get set up on the other side. In 5, 4, 3, 2. You got it, guys. Same thing, other side. And then we get to move on. Modified or a full side plank. Pop it up. Roll up the body. Press up to 12 o'clock. Good. Eyes are straight ahead. Don't look down at your floor. Keeping that core nice and tight. Hips are up. Hold for about a second at the top, and then reset. Moving in one straight line from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We have less than 10 seconds left. One more round on this side. In 4, 3, 2, woo. One more side, or one more time, and then we get to stand up. All right, you ready? Pop it up. Tighten up that core. Eyes straight ahead. Don't look down at the floor. Hold for an extra second at the top. Take your time. Remember, do this body weight if you need to, or do 1 or 2 with the weight, and then finish body weight. It's all good. 10 seconds. Stand up. Grab a quick drink. And we are going to alternate reverse lunges. So grab 2 dumbbells, 1 or go body weight. Woo! Nice work. Reverse lunges. Grab that weight for me. Shoulders down the back. We're going to step back, feet together, other side. So we're going to alternate left and right. Eyes straight ahead again. Core nice and tight. Dropping that back knee down as much as you can to the floor. And as you get more and more warmed up, see if you can get that knee a little bit lower. You got it, less than 10. And then I need you to pick a side, left or right. Good. So we're gonna come into a split lunge position. From here, we're gonna do a static lunge up and down. So stay all on one side, here we go. Drop that knee, come on up. Keep those shoulders down and relaxed. You can use 2 dumbbells. You can hold on to 1 goblet style. You can go body weight. You can do a mix of all 3 as you go through the 30 seconds. Come on, 10 seconds left. You switch sides. You got it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it out. Keep the same weight from one leg to the next. And like I said, you can drop the weight as you go through the 30 seconds. Drop that knee, come on up. Good, eyes are up, find that focal point. Keep that core nice and tight. Dropping that knee down as much to the floor as you can. You got it, you got it. Nice, nice, 10 more seconds. 1 more round, we're gonna go back to the alternating, just like we did in round 1. In 5, 4, 3, 2, good. All right, alternating. Make any weight changes if you need to. Here we go. We'll lunge it back, feet together. Eyes are up, find that focal point again. Keep that core tight, shoulders down, relaxed. Drop that back knee down. Push the floor away with that front feet, or that front foot, as you stand back up. 10 more seconds. We're gonna do 1 arm rows for the back. I need 1 dumbbell, and you're gonna pick a side left or right. 3, 2, woo. Grab a quick drink if you need to. Pick a side left or right. Soften the knees, push your butt back. Wide. Remember, wide is the more challenging. Twisting is kind of in the middle, or keep it nice and narrow for the easiest version. I want you to make it as hard as you can. Do as many as you can, even if it's 1 or 2. Then make it easier. So go from a wide to a twisting, or twisting to a narrow. In 5, 4, 3, 2, stand it up, take that posture break, switch hands, keep the same weight, make weight adjustments on round 2. All right, knees soft, hips back. Pick that challenging version for you. Do as many as you can. Make it easier as you go. Driving that elbow up and back. As that elbow comes back, I want you to feel that mid-back contract as that shoulder blade comes towards the spine. Keeping your eyes on the floor for that nice neutral spine. Belly button pulled into the spine to support that back. There it is. Good. All right. Can you go up and wait? Can you? All right, we got 2 seconds. We're back on round to the first side. Here we go. Knees soft, hips back. Here we go. Up. Core is tight. Eyes are on the floor. Hips are pushed back. Knees are nice and soft. Driving that elbow up and back. Feel that mid-back contract. Hold for an extra second at the top if that helps you feel that contraction. Come on. We have about 5 seconds. 1 more round. And we have 2 moves left. In 3, 2, there it is. Come on up. Shake it out. 1 more side. Then we get to do some windmills. So again, just 1 dumbbell. Soften the knees, push those hips back. Drive that elbow up and back. Do a quick posture check. Core is nice and tight, hips are back, knees are soft. Back is in a nice neutral position, so we're not all rounded and hunched over. We're gonna pull those shoulders back, push the butt out, and then drive that elbow up and back. When the timer goes, you're gonna switch hands with your weight. So for me, the weight is in my right. I'm gonna get my feet wide and turn my feet slightly to the right. My left arm's gonna come up, windmills. So we're gonna push that hip out. I'm gonna keep my eyes up, drop the weight down between the feet, right? So 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock with those hands, and then stand it up nice and tall. Take your time. Don't worry about how deep you get into the windmill. Keep that core tight, eyes up. Nice, 5 more seconds. We'll switch hands and we'll switch the direction of the feet. Good. So keep your feet where they are. Just simply swivel. Other hand's gonna come up. My knees are soft, we're not locked out. I'm gonna push this hip out. I'm gonna drop the weight down between the feet. So the weight is gonna drop down towards 6 o'clock while my other arm is up towards 12. You're gonna get a stretch through that inside hamstring, that outside oblique. Those are the muscles that you're going to use to stand back up. 5 seconds. We'll do each side one more time. Perfect. Switch hands with your weight. Switch the direction of the feet. Make any weight changes if you want for round 2. Hand up, hip out. Drop it down. Get that stretch. Inside hamstring, outside oblique. Use those muscles to stand back up. I do not care how low you get. Do not worry about that. Make sure the knees are soft, they're not locked out. And keeping that belly button pulled back into the spine. Nice. We have about 5 seconds left. One more side to do. And one more exercise. Good. Switch hands, switch direction of the feet. Once we're done this side, we have plank dumbbell drags. Hands up. Push that hip out, knees are soft. Come down between the feet, keeping those eyes up towards the ceiling. So when the timer goes, we're gonna still need one dumbbell. We're gonna come into a high plank position, so we're on our hands from the knees or the toes. And we're going to drag the dumbbell under the body from side to side, from left to right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect, come on down. So, on our hands, either from the toes or from the knees. Reach under the body to grab your weight. Pull it to the other side, here we go. Keep your hips down, so I don't want your butt up like this, and I don't want your hips dropped. Nice flat table. Draw that belly button up towards the spine. Eyes are on the floor, and the heavier the weight, obviously the more challenging it's gonna get. If you're on your toes, wider feet, bigger base of support. Makes it easier. Bring them in closer if you want more of a challenge. Nice. All right, same thing, 3 more times. There's no changes, there's no tweaks on this one. All right, then 3, 2, pop it up. Reach under, pull through. Make sure that belly button's pulled up into the spine, keeping your eyes on the floor. And we want to minimize any movement or rocking through the body. So wider feet will make that easier. You can always start on the toes, drop down to the knees if you need to finish. In 5, 4, 3, 2, woo, 2 down, 2 to go. Now, for those who are a little bit more adventurous, I'm going to show you an option, just an option. So if you want to make this harder, come into a bear position and do the exact same thing. So my knees are just hovering over the floor, my back is still flat, core still tight. So this is an option if you want. If not, stay in that plank position, either from the knees or the toes. You choose. All right, guys, come on. Hands 5, 4, 3, 2. I need 30 more seconds, that is it, and then we are done. So, plank position or bear. I'm giving you another option. You ready? Pop it up. Keep that belly button pulled into the spine. Back nice and flat. Again, we want to minimize that rock in the body. Keeping those hips as square to the floor as possible. 15 seconds. Come on, halfway there. In 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo. Grab some water. Flip it over onto your back for me. We're going to pull those knees in. Actually, you know what? Let's come right down on the stomach. I'm going to change my mind. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to pop it up into cobra. So, straighten up the arms as much as you can. Let those hips sink or drop into the floor. Eyes are going to slowly come up towards your ceiling. Getting a nice stretch through those abdominals. And then we're going to push those hips back. Going into child's pose, reaching those hands out in front, getting a nice stretch through those lats. And then come back down into your cobra. Seeing if you can sit or sink a little deeper into the stretch. And then we're going to push those knees back into child's pose. See if you can reach those arms a little bit further. One more of each. Coming into that cobra. Eyes coming up. Sitting back into child's pose, reaching those arms out. Nice. Coming up on the hands and knees. Take one arm, thread it under, drop the shoulder, drop the hip. Getting through the back of the shoulder. Play around with your body position so that you can feel that stretch. And then when you're ready, simply switch sides. Thread that needle, drop the shoulder, drop that hip. Awesome. Coming up. Flex those feet, get those hips up, push those heels down. You can pedal the feet out if you like. And then I want you to bring one leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that knee towards the wrist. Slide that leg back and coming into pigeon. Now you can stay up nice and tall, or you can work your way down for a deeper stretch through that hip. Take 1 or 2 nice big deep breaths in this position. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly come back up onto the hands. Flex that back foot. Push that hip up. Bring the other leg up. Bring that knee to wrist. Slide the back leg. Staying up nice and tall or working your way down closer to the floor. After 1 or 2 big deep breaths, come back up. Flex that back foot. Hips come up. Heels come down. And then I want you to walk your feet towards your hands and hang like a rag doll. We're going to push those shoulder blades apart. You should feel a mid-back stretch. And then slowly stand it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing those shoulders down and back at the top. We're going to interlace those hands, open up through the chest, keeping those shoulders down. I want you to drop one ear to the shoulder, getting a nice stretch down through the neck and through the traps. Roll your head to the other side. Same stretch on the other side. And then we'll come back to the center. Eyes are going to come up. Nice. From here, give yourself a nice quick paddle backward. Do a quick tricep stretch. We'll do both sides, and then you're going to grab onto an ankle for me. Feel free to hold on to something for balance. Grab an ankle, glue the knees together, push that hip forward. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Grab that ankle, glue the knee together, push that hip forward. And then you guys are done. Way to go, guys. We did a lot of core work today. Job well done. Through to little shoulders, through to little legs, because you know why not? Have an amazing rest of the day. I'm going to see you guys in the next class.